What's up guys, I'm Ryan Maker from RC Maker, and today I'm going to be introducing you to our brand new AFEP adjustable floating electronics plate set for the Awesomatix A800MMX. Check it out. So guys, our new AFEP system mounts directly to the AM177 motor mount on the Awesomatix A800MMX. Basically we've got two main options here. We have a carbon plate and a brass plate, but they come in a kit, so you can either buy the brass kit or the carbon kit. The center bulkhead weighs 10 grams, so that's the same on both kits, but then we have either a carbon 2-gram plate or a brass 13-gram plate. There's also the other option if you're really wanting to balance your car and you need a lot of weight. You can also buy the optional 25-gram plate, and that's going to bring the total weight of the whole thing to 35 grams, which is absolutely brilliant for running, balancing those really big packs like the 8000 stock batteries that a lot of guys use. So guys, I'm going to show you how this mounts to the car. It's very critical obviously to have weight in this section of the car because you have over here a battery. And obviously that weight here is very light, so you actually need to add some weight in this area of the car in pretty much every single mid-motor car available, and the MMX is no exception. So basically we want to screw this on. It mounts directly to these two screw holes here with an M2.5 screw. We also have a little carbon washer here, and that basically will shim the plate out off the bulkhead and allow you to even further balance the chassis. So you can put that shim and it'll actually shim your whole plate as well as the electronics mounted to your plate away from the motor mount and give you that balance that you're looking for. So that's just another extra tuning option that we have. The main advantage of the AFEP is that it's floating, so it doesn't actually touch the chassis, and that's the beauty of this system. It sits 0.5 millimeters off the chassis, so it's actually never touching the chassis and it won't affect your chassis flex. There's also a little bit of play in the system up and down, so you can adjust it to see just how much you want it to clear the chassis. For a carbon chassis, it has more flex, so you may want to round it a little bit higher to allow for the extra flex. Whereas for an aluminium chassis, you wouldn't have to run it as high and keep that LCG as much as you can. Guys, another amazing thing about this is you can remove all the electronics from your car just from 2 screws. It's really great. So if you're rebuilding your car and everything, no double-sided tape. You don't have to worry about any of that messy stuff. You literally just undo these 2 screws. You can slide all your electronics straight off. So I'm going to show you guys how this installs. Very simply screws directly on here. The plate actually comes pre-built, so it's literally, you get it out of the packet and you can screw it straight onto your car. So I'm just going 1 screw at a time. All right, we're tightened there. So as I said, the plate has a little bit of movement up and down. Because I'm running a carbon chassis, I'm going to pull the plate up and tighten it so that it gives it the maximum amount of clearance from the carbon deck. So now that's installed, it might be a little bit hard to see in the video, but you guys can see that the plate is now floating off the chassis, and you can see how much the chassis is actually flexing under that plate. So normally that plate would be taped straight down to the chassis and it's really changing the flex of the car. But you can see in this situation that it's floating. So guys, the construction of this is really simple. Basically under here we just have 3 screws that screw in. You can see how the plate locates like this, and we have 3 countersunk screws that screw in. This makes it really easy to change between plates. So if you buy the carbon set and later on you figure out that you actually need to run more weight than you originally thought, all you need to do is buy the brass plate and you can screw that straight on once you've removed the carbon plate. So guys, I hope this has been really helpful for you. We really love the new system for the AFEP MMX, and we hope that you'll like it too. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to shoot us an email or comment on Facebook, and we'll definitely get back to you. But guys, I hope you love this new product and look forward to seeing it on your car soon. Cheers.